Let's kick things off locally. Falcons at Giants, -3. Saquon Barkley plus 550 to score the first touchdown. Now, we know he's coming off of extra rest. And a little added tidbit here, Atlanta, 27th in the league in rushing defense. So what do you think? Is this a good thing for people to bet on? What are we thinking here?
It's exciting, right? That you see that plus 550. That's a big number, right? And you want to see Saquon do well and start the game off well. But I hate betting first to score bets because you never know what a team has scripted for that game or what the scout team's looking at on defense. So I like to avoid that. What I do like, though, that stat you gave, Michelle, was awesome. And the Falcons have been giving up 6 most points per drive this year in the NFL. I like Saquon's over for rushing yards. I think it's at 62.5. You can get that for like -115, something in that neighborhood. I think with the rest, he's got no limitations after practice this week. I think go with him for the game. I can see easily the over, but it's too risky for me, that first touchdown bet. It's fun though, but it's risky.
Listen, and what's gambling if we can't have a little fun, right? So, Mike, you said it's rough to talk about scoring first because you don't know what a team is scheming for. And Michelle, with that stat, they got to be scheming for Daniel Jones and being able to scramble because he was running all over the field last Thursday night. The over-under on Daniel Jones' rushing yards is 26.5 points. With that stat that Michelle just gave, do you think that's going over or under?
That's where the money's at, is that one right there, because I'm taking that over. And look, Kaz, it is fun. You want to put that money on Saquon for that score first, go for it. Just don't put the mortgage on it because it's fun, but, don't be risking a paycheck on it. This one I do like. Daniel's already done this in both of the first 2 games this year, and the Falcons are probably the worst rushing defense they faced to this point. So I think it's going to be an emotional day. Eli's going to be in the house. DJ's going to want to impress him. I think we're going to see Daniel with the legs. So I take the over on this one.
Giants are also supposed to get Evan Engram back. I know this is a player that has really wanted to prove himself this year, show that he has this relationship with Daniel Jones, that the chemistry is there, that they're ready to play together. So what do you think the impact's going to be? Do you see Daniel Jones going to him a lot? Do you think he's going to be completely ready and fully healthy to play? What are your thoughts there?
It can only help, right? This is tight ends. They're always good safety blankets, and Evan's one of the better ones in the game when he's healthy. I wouldn't go for any Engram individual player parlays because you just have no idea, not parlays, any individual player props, I should say. You just have no idea what his first game back's going to be like. But I think if he is a go, that helps all your overs, right? That helps your Giants over. That helps your Daniel Jones passing yards. That helps your Giants covering the spread, your points over. So I think if he's a healthy go, that's all systems go for everything else, but I wouldn't worry about anything on him individually.
All right, Mike, let's talk about the other New York football team. The Jets are heading to the Mile High City to take on the Denver Broncos. The 10.5-point underdogs. But I want to talk about that real quick. I got to talk about this kid on TikTok, and I want to get his name right. It's at TD Sports, who absolutely flamed the Jets, and it hurts me more because it was so much truth in it. Producers, full screen me, please.
If there's one play that sums up the New York Jets, this one has to be it. This Patriot's winning off the edge. This Jets lineman is probably holding. There's a Patriot charging up the middle at Zach with no blocking at all. This Jets dude is being pancaked on the ground. We have these 2 idiots staring at each other like, yo, what are we doing? I don't know, let's just stand here. We have 78 touching his own lineman. On top of that, we have 2 receivers with 0 separation, and the cherry on top has to be Zach Wilson throwing this pick. And Corey Davis has no hops.
All right, listen, okay, Mike.
First of all,
that's a big analysis that you get on like 95%
I was going to say. Exactly. I was like, this kid, that's his resume. Go right now. He's good. He's got it.
Listen, I could have went without the Corey Davis diss, okay? And I think I was a little under the weather. But, I mean, Mike, where's the lie there? I mean, he kind of nailed it right there.
He nailed it.
That's the thing. It's not liable. It's not slander if it's the truth, right? That's one of the first things they teach you in journalism school, and that's what this kid had there too. And look, it's not going to be fun this weekend for the Jets. I like them, and we're going to have our show on later tonight, and I like them. I tease that with them being maybe the lowest scoring team in the league this week. You can get that for like plus 750. Vic Fangio, Broncos head coach, 19-9 against rookie QBs in his career. That's Belichickian, right? Zach Wilson leads the league in picks and sacks.
Poor Zach Wilson.
They're going to altitude. This don't look good for the Jets. I'm sorry, but it's not going to be pretty.
I mean, that was so obvious. Kaz, a couple weeks ago, we were talking about just the lack of protection for Zach Wilson. And I have a stat for you here. I'm curious, Mike, what do you think? Zach Wilson over under 213.5 passing yards, especially if we see an offensive line like we just did.
That's all I'm giving them. No words. No. Look, this is the second lowest scoring team, the Jets, in the NFL. Right, exactly. No, the connection's good, but I just have nothing much more to say. The Jets, they're a mess right now. And look, I think Zach Wilson could be an answer later, and I'm sorry, Cass, to keep bringing this up so negatively, but they scored the second fewest points in the league this year. The only team that scored fewer were the Dolphins, who got shut out one game. So you're going to altitude this whole team. Zach Wilson could be the answer in the future, but he ain't the answer this weekend. And I'm taking that over. We saw what the Patriots did to him in a straitjacket week 1. I think we're going to be seeing some of the same this weekend.